mercy. Damn. Somebody racing. They always flying up and down that street. The GK. I don't even know what all this is right here. What is this? What is this? What is this? ICE agents, y'all. An ICE agent that shot a woman in Minnesota. Now you got protests going on, and I'm asking the question: is it justified? Do you think it was justified? I got one vote so far says it was justified. I'm in agreement with that. I think it was justified. I think when an agent tells you to stop, you stop, especially a federal agent. They're in front of your car and they tell you, the one guy told her to get out of the car and she proceeds to drive off. You can't do that. So I don't know what people are thinking that, you know, some kind of way that this agent was in the wrong for shooting this woman. A regular cop would shoot you. If he's standing in front of your car at the hood of the car and you start to pull off, that car is considered a deadly weapon. That car is considered a deadly weapon. So if you don't want to get shot or you don't want to get hurt, you take your hands off the steering wheel and you turn that ignition off. But instead, she proceeds to drive off. You know, these people have become emboldened to just think, oh, yeah, I don't have to obey no laws. Even black people know this. Like, black people have so many run ins with the law. You know better than to pull off when a cop or a federal agent, for this matter, is in front of your car. They're trying to open the door and I'm just going to gas it. Uh, they're not going to do nothing to me. I'm just going to gas it. That's got to be the stupidest thing you could have done. I'm not one of these people. I don't have no sympathy for her. She should know better. She should definitely know better than to sit up here and pull off like that. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I am going to play some videos, some clips, um, and let everybody see. I'm not sure. I got the full clip of what happened after he shot her. But I think if I tried to play the clip where the shots are fired and all of that, I think YouTube would take me down. So I'm not gonna play that. But I mean, if y'all want to see it, you can always go to like Twitter or some other social media site. And I'm sure they have it on there if you want to see it. I mean, you don't actually see her getting shot. You can just see the cop shooting through the front of the glass. But it's like a 4 minute clip that I have that shows the aftermath after the shot. And so I'm gonna play that. I think they kind of go up to the car for a second. And maybe you can kind of see inside, but not too much. So I think I'll be able to show that. So that's what I'll do. But I'm gonna wait a minute or two, a couple of minutes, and see if some more people step in, just to see if a few more people will step in here, so I don't have to keep repeating myself. Because this whole Minnesota thing is just out of control at this point. I mean, these people, in my opinion, they're backing criminals. These people are openly stealing from you, and you got ICE trying to come in. You have other federal agents trying to come in and stop the fraud, get illegals out of the country, deport some of these people, and y'all want to stop. So you don't mind them stealing from you. You don't mind them defrauding you. You don't mind them making your social programs worse because they're extracting funds from the state. And you just want to well, you think that you're doing something righteous, but it's nothing righteous about what you're doing. You're just impeding the law because in this country we have rules and laws that everybody has to abide by. And if you can't do that, then you're just as much of a criminal as the other person that you're trying to protect. I don't have no sympathy for this woman, not even in the slightest. You can't do what she did. You can't just pull off in front of an agent with an agent standing there in front of your car and think that he's not going to consider your car a deadly weapon. I would consider your car a deadly weapon. I would shoot at you as well. You can't do that. For those of you who are watching the channel, if you're watching the channel on the shorts feed, which would be the vertical feed, I also have the same stream going landscape, the way you can see the full view, the full view. If you go to my page, and you can check me out over there. That way you can see the whole show in landscape. Because once I pull up this video, it's going to be kind of hard to see the whole, the whole thing. So I'm just telling y'all right now. I wish I could pin it to the top of the chat. I did pin the link if anyone would like to join the show. I did pin the link to the top of the chat. But if nobody doesn't come up, then I'll just pin the other link to let everybody know that it is also in landscape form on my main page. James Arnold says, "You're backing middle-aged, angry white men with no law enforcement training." How do you know they have no law enforcement training? That is definitely law enforcement training 101. That car is considered a deadly weapon, James. And like I said, if you want to come up here, there is a link at the top of the chat. You don't got to sit in the comments. Don't sit in the comments and then say, "Oh, you're ignoring my comments. You ain't." Look, at some point, I'm not going to be able to read the comments if people start coming over here. I'm reading them for now. Those people definitely have law enforcement training. They're federal officers. You should have common sense to know not to try to pull away from an officer when he's telling you to get out the car. That's common sense. That's common sense 101. Someone fleeing isn't a death sentence. It's a death sentence if it's a cop in front of the car. If I'm a cop and I'm standing in front of that car, oh, I'm blowing you away because I'm trying to go home to my family. You need to obey the law. We got rights and we got laws over here. My rights are just as good as yours, whether I'm in this uniform or not. You need to obey the law. You don't just pull off when I'm standing in front of this car when we telling you to get out the car. You get out the damn car. He talking about kissing a white man's butt isn't popular as it used to be. What are you talking? This ain't nothing about kissing a white man's butt. This is about law and order, bro. See, y'all like lawlessness. You think what you're doing is something righteous. What you're doing is the best way to go. Yes, let's just defy the government. We can always defy law enforcement just because I think what I'm doing is righteous. What you're doing is stupid. He talking about kissing the white man's butt isn't as popular as it as Fresh and Fit. I don't know nothing about Fresh and Fit. I've seen them a few times, but I don't watch them. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, this is common sense, bro. I bet you the same fool, if a cop was in front of your car, you wouldn't even pull off. So shut up. You wouldn't do it because you know what would happen. They'll fire your ass up sitting in that front seat of that car. They'll blow your head away. They'll peel your cap back. You wouldn't even do it. You wouldn't even do it. Here you go. There's barely a handful of people here. I don't care. Y'all, I mean, y'all make that seem like I'm sad or like I'm hurt. Like, oh my, like I'm finna start crying. I don't care, bro. You haven't noticed that by now? I come on her live all the time. I make videos all the time. That don't stop me. See, I got more guts to come on here and say what I got to say and show my face and be real about what I'm saying than you are. There's a link at the top of the chat. You will never click it. So don't sit up here and try to shame me as if I'm somebody who's scared about my convictions or I'm nervous about what I'm saying or I don't stand on anything. You don't stand on anything. You won't even show your face. You sitting here bumping your gums like you would do the same thing. You won't ever start a YouTube channel because you probably wouldn't even get the same amount of people that I got. That's the funny part about it. Y'all try to shame other people for these small YouTube channels when y'all don't even have the guts to do it. Y'all don't even have the guts to do it. And here we go, cooning. How is this cooning? When you want somebody to obey the laws, that's cooning to these people. That, once again, that is not going to shame me. You cannot shame me by saying I'm cooning. That ain't going to stop me from what I'm doing. I'm going to come on here all the time and make my videos and say what I got to say. I'm going to come on here and do my lives and say what I got to say. And that ain't stopping nobody. You a spineless individual. You a jellyfish, my bro. You couldn't do what I do. You wouldn't dare click that channel and say the same stuff that I'm saying or say what you got to say. You wouldn't do it. So be quiet, bro. You don't have what I have. You can't stand on nothing because you ain't a man. Walter White say, "Where are you seeing these chat?" It should be in the YouTube. You don't see it in the YouTube chat? You might have to refresh or something. I don't know what's going on. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. He say, so you saw the same video. She was ordered out of the car. She tried to run and she found out. Yeah, I saw that. You try to run and she found out. That's exactly what happened. She effed around and found out. She effed around and found out. That's just what it is, bro. You got to obey the law. I'm sorry. See, people like James, he won't come up here. I'll talk. They they talk about people with small YouTube channels, talk about people who actually have the guts to stand on what they saying, people who actually have the guts to show their face. They'll never show their face. He'll never go out there and protest. He'll never do anything. He'll just sit behind his keyboard and try to shame everybody and won't do nothing. Like they act like that's gonna stop somebody. That ain't stopping me. I don't know how many times people that came on my channel and said, you only got 10 people watching. You only got 5 people watching. And then you go to their page and they ain't got nothing going on over there. I had one dude come on here and try to shame me about that. And he had a video he posted 10 years ago and only had like 70 some views on it. I don't even think he had that. I may be wrong about that. I'm thinking, man, if you don't get off my channel, he had one video he posted 10 years ago, and he ain't even got 100 views yet. Man, if you don't get out of here with that bullshit, like people kill me with this. They really do. He trying to shame me. What is you shaming me out of? You don't even have $15 to start a restream or start a EV Mux so you can go live. You probably on government assistance. You can't even do what I do. So don't try to shame me. You see, he got quiet. When the truth hurts, the truth hurts. Cause he a clown. He gonna stay a clown too. He gonna always be one. James, you ain't defending nothing. What you think you doing? You think you defending somebody who was righteous in what they was doing? They wasn't righteous in what they was doing. They're idiots. You don't know how to obey the law? The cops tell you to stop. A federal agent tells you to stop and you don't stop, that's on you. That's on you. It's not rocket science. You stop. The agent says stop, you stop. You ain't finna go nowhere. Where you think you going? For the most part, anyway, they probably was just gonna let her go. Just tell her, hey man, you can't be blocking this, or maybe take her downtown or detain her for a few hours, and that's gonna be the end of it. Instead, now you gone. Now you bye-bye. You dismissed. You don't exist no more. Because you trying to protect some people who are actually defrauding the government and making a fool out of you. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. That's her own doing, not me. Like I said, for those of you who are watching the channel, if you're watching it, you can go to my main page. You can see it in landscape view. If you want to continue to watch it on vertical view, it's going to be kind of hard to see it. But if you want to watch it on landscape view, you can definitely watch it on landscape view. Just go to my main page, and there it is. Illuminegro says no. What do you mean no? What are you saying no to, Illuminegro? What are you saying no to? I also got some video clips that I'm about to play. I got some video clips that I'm about to play. So once again, if you want to see the view in landscape view, go to my main page, Roddy Rod Show. And you can check me out over there. So I know those of y'all who are watching, it's gonna be hard. But here I go. Check this out, y'all. We're gonna watch a couple of clips. Give me 1 second.
I've spoken to the president today on the situation here on the ground. I also just got off the phone a little while ago with Governor Walz and spoke to him as well. I want to reiterate first with all of you the facts of what happened today. At 10:25 a.m. Central Time, Immigration and Customs Enforcement were carrying out lawful operations here in Minneapolis. Because of the adverse weather that Minneapolis has seen in recent snow, one of the vehicles became stuck and ensnared in the snow. Law enforcement were attempting to push out this vehicle, and when a mob of agitators that were harassing them all day began blocking them in, shouting at them, and impeding law enforcement operations. ICE officers and agents approached the vehicle of the individual in question, who was blocking the officers in with her vehicle, and she had been stalking and impeding their work all throughout the day. ICE agents repeatedly ordered her to get out of the car and to stop obstructing law enforcement, but she refused to obey their commands. She then proceeded to weaponize her vehicle and attempted to run a law enforcement officer over. This appears as an attempt to kill or to cause bodily harm to agents, an act of domestic terrorism. The ICE officer, fearing for his life and the other officers around him and the safety of the public, fired defensive shots. He used his training to save his own life and that of his colleagues. He was treated at a local hospital, has been released, and is now with family.
What's up,
Hello.
IM?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what's good? What's good? How you doing?
All right, how you doing? What's up?
Man, I think the ICE agent was totally in the wrong for uh doing that. I
Why
just
do you
caught
think he was in the wrong?
because at the end of the day, yeah, a lot of these ICE agents been acting rogue. You feel me? Like it's one thing, to demand your respect, but it's how you go about to get it. You feel me? And that, just shooting people for not agreeing with, because you know we got a lot of ICE agents that are ICE agent impersonators out here. You feel me? And
Do you
they,
think that those were impersonators, and you think that her
I'm
car
not
wasn't?
saying that those were impersonators. I'm just saying you have to be cautious because it is a lot of ICE impersonators out here. A man just got arrested a couple days ago for impersonating an ICE agent. You feel me? So we don't know who's who. You feel me?
So what about
I could put on a ICE agent uniform and go harass some people, shoot them, and then they'll spin it. So we'll never know. It could have been. We don't never
but
know, especially if it's coming from CNN, and we know
but
what
what
CNN.
but what about these? Let's say you see this agent, and it's multiple agents. They in cars. They say ICE. All of this. I mean, it's not like it's one guy rolling up on you. This is a group of individuals with ICE badges, ICE vests, ICE with cars. It's ICE. Like, I mean, you don't think common sense would come into play at some point and say, "Look, I'm not about to pull off," because it wasn't like they came out drawing guns. They simply said, "Ma'am, stop, get out of the car," and you just pull out. Any person in their right mind would know. Even if a cop was standing in front of your car, it would be considered a deadly weapon. You wouldn't just pull off like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they had I think it was in California. They had another dude. They was trying to detain him, and he used his car to get away, and they ended up arresting him, or he ended up going to the hospital or getting shot or something like that. But yeah, he did the same thing. He used his car as, and tried to hit the ICE agent. You feel me? And they ended up shooting his guy in the arm or something like that. So
So you think he was in the wrong for shooting this woman. That's what you think. That's your
I mean, bro, I mean, if somebody was using the car to come at you, I'll shoot their ass too. I keep it 100. I'll shoot their ass too.
okay. So with saying that, you
But I
still
mean,
think he was
like,
wrong.
you could shoot the tire from the car, shoot the tires out. You feel me? They got unlethal ways of detaining people. You feel me? Without,
You know these agents and these cops. You know they not trained to do unlethal though. They gonna always shoot to kill. If you brandishing a weapon, or if you driving towards them with a car, they shooting to kill. They not shoot to, like, jump out the way and shoot tires or shoot you in the leg. They're not trained to do that.
yeah, you're right.
You know what
So
I mean?
they probably need better training. And
That's what you think, they need better training.
yeah, they need better training if that's the case. Because how you gonna train people to be how you gonna expect people to de-escalate situations without making them worse if they don't have the proper knowledge to know how to do that. You feel me? And you just telling them just do whatever you got to do to get it. You feel me? Instead of telling them, okay, well, if this happened, do 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 do. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
I heard what you're saying. I just think that they expect us as citizens to, and we have a law and order society, to obey the laws, like obey lawful commands. If a cop tells you to stop, or stand right here, or pull over, or come here, let me talk to you for a second, for you just to obey just basic things. Like, I think, like I said in the beginning, at some point common sense got to come into play. If a cop tells you to stop, then you just stop. Because in that case, if she was impeding them from doing their job, at the most, they was gonna pull out the car, arrest her. It didn't have to turn into the incident that it turned into. You know what I'm saying? It just seems as if, like, she she was the one who escalated it. Oh, he left. Come on back, Illuminegro, if you can. Dark Kent says, shoot the tires out, bro. That situation wasn't a movie scene from Lethal Weapon. He says, no sound, mute. I'm not, am I mute? You can't hear me? Because my mic is jumping on my side. I don't know. You should be able to hear me, bro. Let me go check it real quick, but you should be able to hear me. No, it's not over here. It's not over here. Something must have happened. It's not over here. I just checked it. It's not over here. You can't hear me. But anybody who wants to come up, matter of fact, let me try this again. If you're on Twitter, I'll put the link in the chat box down. Oh shit. I'll put the link in the chat box. I don't know why I can't pin it, which is stupid. It's just insane that you can't pin something up here on Twitter. But for those of you who are watching on Twitter or any other platform, say you can't hear me, it gotta be. Hold on, let me see. It's sound over here. You might have to check your. He can't hear me. Why am I talking? Yeah, I can hear myself over here. Yeah, Luma Negro, if you want to, man, come back, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I lost you or what, or you just dipped. We was just having a conversation. Hey, it was your opinion, bro. I'm not here to. I wasn't here to bash on you. I don't think it. I hope you don't think I was bashing on you or trying to run you off the stage. It's just that I have my opinion. You have your opinion, and as you can see, it wasn't combative. We was just having a discussion. But anybody else who wants to come up, you are more than welcome to come up here. Let's see what Tim Walls had to say about this, and then we'll see what the mayor of Minneapolis, Jacob Fry, had to say about this. So let's check this out.
And from here on, I have a very simple message. We do not need any further help from the federal government. To Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, you've done enough.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I got to stop him right there. They haven't done enough. He talking about they've done enough. You haven't even done enough, Tim Walls. Fraud is rampant in your state. Illegals are over there just wrecking your economy. They taking money, they taking funds. They got fake daycare centers. They got fake healthcare centers, and you ain't doing nothing about it, which is the reason why you're not even running for governor no more, because you know you're complicit in this. So, with that being said, these words should not be coming out of your mouth.
There's nothing more important than Minnesotan safety. I've issued a warning order to prepare the Minnesota National Guard. We have soldiers in training and prepared to be deployed if necessary. I remind you, a warning order is a heads up for folks. And these National Guard troops are our National Guard troops. They're teachers in your community, they're business owners, they're construction professionals. They are Minnesotans. Minnesota will not allow our community to be used as a prop in a national political fight. We will not take the bait. We will continue to update you, Minnesota, as we get more information. And from here on, I have a very simple message. We do not need any further help from the federal government. To Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, you've done enough. There's nothing more important than Minnesotan safety. I've issued a warning order to prepare the Minnesota National Guard. We have soldiers in training and prepared to be deployed if necessary. I remind you, a warning order is a heads up for folks. And these National Guard troops are our National Guard troops. They're teachers in your community, they're business owners, they're construction professionals. They are Minnesotans. Minnesota will not allow our community to be used as a prop in a national political fight. We will not take the bait. We will continue to update you, Minnesota, as we get more information.
Well, you should be doing something about it. And those individuals should be more aligned with the American people, because if that's y'all state, then why are y'all letting this happen? Why aren't y'all more upset than everybody else on the outside is? Why aren't y'all more upset than everybody on the outside is? They defrauding the hell out of y'all. And y'all defending it? Let me tell you something. If these people take over like they said that they want to take over, you're not going to get the same sympathy that you're trying to give to them. You do understand that, right? Wait a minute. Let me show you something from a guy over there. Hold on. Let me find this clip so I can show you just how they think. And they mean it. This is in Columbus, Ohio. They mean this.
Islam's coming to America.
Islam's coming to America?
Yes, it's coming.
Wait, is this going to be
one day America will become a Muslim state, a Muslim country.
Really?
Tell Trump.
That's never going to happen.
Yes, it will happen.
That is never going to happen.
God is powerful.
It's never going to happen.
God is powerful.
Is that what everybody here wants? You want to see
That's
a Muslim
what
country?
our goal is to make America Islam.
Really?
Islamic state.
Look.
Yes. God is powerful.
It's never going to happen.
You control the heart of Americans. God guides whom He wills.
Over my dead body will this become an Islamic
يريدون ليطفئوا نور الله بأفواههم
like this.
والله متم نوره ولو كره الكافرون.
He said America is going to become an Islamic state. That's what he said. He said America is going to become an Islamic state. They not going to have the same pity on them that you trying to have on them. They're not going to do the same thing for you. It's not going to be reciprocated. They're going to just overtake you. They're going to overpower you. They're going to throw all the women in hijabs. They're going to start having brutal executions, cutting off arms and limbs. That's what y'all running into. That's what y'all headed for. Y'all being stupid. Y'all don't realize that America needs to be the power that it must be. I don't trust anybody else. As many problems as we have in this country, I don't trust anybody else to basically run the world as we do. I don't trust them. But y'all do. Y'all just want them to come over here and y'all think it's okay to steal funds, siphon money from your community. Especially you black people who sit up here, and we holler, because I'm a part of this, we holler and scream about reparations. Look, these people are getting so much money that money could be coming to us in the form of reparations. But y'all ain't saying nothing about it. Y'all should definitely be pissed off about that, because I'm pissed off at how they jump in and out of blackness. Y'all defend them. People are defending this crap. But back to the topic. I mean, this lady is, in my opinion, she's dumb. She's stupid. She's not smart. You cannot drive off from an ICE agent and think that that's okay. You can't do that. She was shot and she was taken out of her. It's her own doing. I'm going to show you the clip. Well, now I'm going to show you Jacob Fry. Let me show you what he had to say. This is the mayor of Minneapolis.
Our chief of police. I'll invite him up.
My name is Brian O'Hara, BRIANO''HARA. I am the Minneapolis police chief. This morning, Minneapolis police officers received a report of federal law enforcement being involved in a deadly force incident, meaning shots had been fired. Minneapolis police officers responded to the scene. We arrived and found a woman with a gunshot wound to the head. Life-saving measures were performed at the scene, including CPR. The woman was transported to Hennepin County Medical Center, where she has since been pronounced deceased. The preliminary information that we have indicates that this woman was in her vehicle and was blocking the roadway on Portland Avenue, midway between 33rd Street and 34th Street in the city. At some point, a federal law enforcement officer approached her on foot, and the vehicle began to drive off. At least 2 shots were fired. The vehicle then crashed on the side of the roadway. Minneapolis police officers secured the crime scene and assisted in trying to preserve the evidence that is there. We have since turned over the scene both to the Federal Bureau of Investigation as well as the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, which will be conducting an investigation into this use of deadly force. I want to thank the mayor, city council president, other members of the city council, state legislators that were on the scene. This has been a very difficult time for everyone in the city. And this is obviously a very, very tragic situation where a woman has lost her life. That being said, in addition to this tragedy, which unfortunately we did predict, we were seriously concerned about further escalation from the scene. And I want to thank the elected officials that came themselves to help us prevent that from happening, as well as the individuals on that scene that remained peaceful and that abided by law enforcement instructions so that we could preserve that scene and ensure that a full and transparent investigation can take place.
Yes, Aaron M8552 say she hit the gas with a cop in front of her. That's attempted murder. She may have been scared and didn't want to go to jail, but she attempted murder of a police officer. Yeah, you cannot pull off with a agent, a federal agent, especially in front of your car. Like, that is use of a deadly weapon. The shooting, in my opinion, is justified. You can't do that. Obey lawful commands. He said, get out of the car. You know what you do? You get out of the car. I don't know what's going through these people's brains when they think, oh, it's ICE. Fuck ICE. Because you done got so hyped up. You sitting over here watching TV. You know, you watching all of these shows. And you like, shit, everybody's saying F ICE. I'm going to say F ICE. So I'm dipping. Let me hit the gas. And then when I die, everybody be sad for me. I ain't being sad for you. Grego told me, shut the F up. What the hell wrong with you? What the F wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm perfectly normal. What's wrong with you? Y'all people, man, people like y'all hate this country, bro. If y'all hate this country so bad, go to these countries that these people that you trying to protect. Go to these countries. You won't do it. You're going to be just like that lady in that one video when they told her about Somalian immigrants, and then they said, look, she wanted to protect them, but then they said, we got a petition where you can house one of these immigrants. Can you sign this petition for us? And she was like, I don't think so. That's the problem with y'all. Yes, not getting out of the car justifies murder. When you try to pull off with the cop standing in front of your car, yes, you get shot, bro. That's what happens. You've seen it enough times to know that if a cop is standing in front of your car, you do not drive off. You don't do it. That's not rocket science. That's not rocket science. If a cop is standing in front of your car and he say, don't pull off, and you pull off, you're going to get shot. Your car is a deadly weapon. He ain't trying to get ran over. What is your justification for why he shouldn't shoot her? Just because he pulled off, does that mean you get a death sentence? Yeah. That's how they trained. We know this. You know this by now. You're not stupid. You know if you pull off with a cop standing in front of your car, he's gonna shoot you. You know this. Don't sit up here and try to act like nobody knows this by now. If a cop is standing in front of you and you start reaching for your waist, even if you ain't got nothing in your waist, he's gonna shoot you. That's common sense. Nobody ain't gotta tell you that. Somebody gotta tell you that. Now he's so goofy, he's sitting up here talking about eye for an eye. He won't be the person that's facilitating eye for an eye. He gonna sit behind his keyboard and say, eye for an eye. They need to go out there and do something to an agent. And then when they bust in his house for him saying stuff like this on the internet, he'll be on TV crying. Can somebody get me out? Can somebody get me out? He be wanting folks to start a GoFundMe to get him a lawyer and shit like that. All I said was eye for an eye. These are people that won't even go outside talking about eye for an eye. He ain't going outside. He behind a keyboard. He behind a keyboard. Eye for an eye. Talking about he's standing on the way. She was clearly back. She was not backing up. Are you stupid? Let me show you the video. This is how dumb these people are. They just make up stuff. She was backing up. She was not backing up, bro. She was driving forward. She was driving forward. Damn, y'all just come on the internet and just make up your own scenarios. You're just making up shit. You're just making up shit. I'm not going to show the shooting, but I want to see where she's backing up. There go the ICE agents. Get out the car. Get out the car.
No!
All right. She backed up. She backed up right there. I'll give you that. Look, you don't see the cop standing in front of the car? You don't see the cop standing in front of the car? You don't see the cop standing in front of the car? You don't see the... Bro. The moment when she backed up, he wasn't doing that. But the moment she put it in forward and drive, that's when the gun came out. That's when the gun came out. That's when the gun came out. Hey, if I'm a federal agent, I'm trying to go home. I'm standing in front of the car. We telling you to get out and you driving forward. I'm finna light you up. Hey, Grego, if I was that cop, I'd light your ass up. I fire you. I'll blow you away. I'll blow you the hell up out the earth, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I implant your ass to the back of that seat. You be stuck to that motherfucker, because I'm gonna empty the clip. If I told you to get out the car and you came forward, I'm emptying the clip on your ass. You gonna be Swiss cheese up in that motherfucker when I'm done with you, because I told you to stop. See, I can't go any further because I don't want to show the shooting. But she went forward. He talking about how about the cop move out the way. That's not how the law works, bro. That's not how the law works. When the cops tell you to stop and you take off running, they don't be like, look, we just gonna leave him alone. We just gonna leave him alone. He ran. We good. That's all, you know. Hey, nobody has to obey the law. If anybody takes off running, we just gotta leave him alone. Because that's the smart thing to do. We just seen him, we just witnessed him commit a atrocity. He went into a building and shot 10 people, but then he took off running. We gotta, hey, let him go. Y'all let him go. That's you talking about you don't give a F about no law. That's you. That's why you would be a dead duck. What is God's law? Don't he say something about obeying the laws of man? You didn't read that part? You didn't read that part? See, you picking and choosing. Thou shalt not murder. You picking and choosing. You picking and choosing. Grego, stop making comments, bro. You not about that life. You wouldn't even do what she did. You wouldn't even do what she did. And like I say, once again, if I was that cop, I'd blow your ass away. I'd end you. That all of that shaming, you a bootlicker, that shit, look, that don't do nothing to me. That ain't finna change my mind. I'm not finna stop what I'm saying. I'm not finna say, oh yeah, you right. Ain't none of that shit finna happen. I'm gonna blow your ass away. I'm gonna put you in the dirt. I'm gonna put you 6 feet in the dirt. You gonna be gone. Period. We got laws and rules that we gotta abide by in this country. And you gonna abide by them. Whether you think it's right or wrong. If you think it's right or wrong, carry your ass to Venezuela. Carry your ass to Afghanistan. Carry your ass to Iran. They won't even let you do the shit that you doing over here. Y'all so stupid That y'all think y'all can go anywhere in the world, or you think that anybody's going to give you the same grace that this country gives you. They not finna do it. And they shouldn't do it. Fish emoji says that same agent that used self-defense got run over in a different incident. Libby clowns want to play pretend like it's fitting Floyd. Bro, they idiots. They idiots, though. They think they doing something righteous. They think they on the right side of things. You're not on the right side of things. Aaron M., I forgot to read your comment. He says, I like the First Amendment auditors, and I love that they know the law and respect it. This lady is like a felon with a death wish. Yeah. You can't do that shit, bro. I don't give a damn what you say. I like to live in a society that has rules and laws. That's where I like to live. I don't like to live in a society where people just say, "Oh, I'm just gonna defy. I'm just gonna defy a cop today." You know what? Because I think what I'm doing is right. So just fuck them. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Yeah, he said he don't give a F about no law. He's an idiot. He'd be the first one to be dead. He wouldn't get no support. See, the people that he think is backing him, they're not even gonna back him. They just gonna let him die, and they're gonna go on about their day. They're gonna say something about it for a day, and then they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, Grego died, man. He ran away from the cops and they shot him. We moving on. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't proving no points with that." He said, "Yeah, rules and laws. So you the guy who believes man-made laws are righteous, right?" Some of them, most of them are. Most of them are. Bro, I don't know what you saying. You so upset you can't even spell right. Just stop. You talking about in silence. You don't know anything about a delay on the internet? I'm reading your comments. Ain't no silence. It's just a delay. When your comment comes through, it's just a delay. Stop being goofy. You ain't proving no points. You ain't no lone wolf talking about a lone wolf. Nigga, you ain't a lone wolf sitting online talking. Lone wolves don't sit online and chat with YouTubers. You would be out in the streets doing something right. You would be in your car going to Minnesota right now. And I implore you, go to Minnesota. So we can all see you talk stupid online and go up there and get your head popped. Soon as you pull into Minnesota, they're going to come scoop your stupid ass up and drag you downtown. And you're going to be in there crying, talking about where your mama at. I want to talk to my lawyer. Get my mama on the phone. Get my mama on the phone. Somebody go get my mama. I want to talk to my lawyer. And then your mama gonna be, what the hell you doing down here, Grego? What you doing in Minnesota? Nigga down there with some dirty drawers, old clothes on, ain't took a shower in 2 or 3 days, stinking, funky. Man, get your ass up out of here. Y'all niggas be clowns. You a clown, Grego. You a clown, Grego. Yeah. Grego went to the Leary Center. That's why he's spelling like that. Grego want to go down there and visit the Leary Center. That's the shit they defending. He defending the Leary Center. You a clown, dude. You a clown. You a clown. Y'all dudes on the internet be clowns, bro. I'm telling you for a fact, I know y'all some clowns. Y'all ain't coming out the house. You probably some fat nigga with a towel on your shoulder sitting in a game and you're sweating right now. Sitting at a computer, typing your ass off. I'm a lone wolf. Man, you ain't even got out the house in 3 or 4 days. Your ankle swole, your shoes about to bust. You ain't done nothing. Man, shut up. Shut up. Yes, real Kishin. It was justified. It definitely was justified. I'm not listening to people like no damn Grego. Say the big mama voice. I'm telling you, bro, look. He's a clown, man. He's a clown. All these people justifying it, it don't make no sense. Now let me show you the ending, because I ain't gonna show you the shooting. So I'll show you the rest of the video.
What the fuck? What the fuck? You just fucking, what the fuck did you do? You all are fucking criminals! You're fucking criminals! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the actual fuck? You are fucking insane!
You got all these liberal white women. What did you do? What did you do? You are effing insane. What did you do? Man, if you don't get out of here, y'all crazy. What did you do? Ma'am, you didn't obey lawful commands. That's what you didn't do. It cost you your life. You died. Hello? 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 You died.
What did you do? You! Shame! 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 Shame!
Shame!
Shame! Shame! Shame!
What?
Shame!
What?
Dude, what's happening to her? What happened?
What happened? She didn't obey lawful commands. You got an ICE agent standing in front of the car. What you think was gonna happen? Y'all better start listening to people. Didn't Donald Trump say he was gonna be the law and order president? I could have swore he said that. People like Nicolas Maduro, y'all thought he was joking. Came over there and scooped your ass up. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care.
Dude. Okay. Dude, you shot her! I'm trying to help! No! No! You fucking shot someone in the fucking face!
She seemed like she got some sense. At the same time, she's saying no. She moving back. They saying step back, step back. She talking about no, no, but she moving back. You see how common sense kick in? You like, let me get back. I ain't trying. Let me go and move. Let me go and get back. I may be saying no, but my feet is not doing the same thing. I'm moving back. Look at Frosty Cup. You a bootlicker. You hurt my feelings. And you're an idiot, bootlicker. You're an idiot.
You shot someone in the fucking face! Do you have a conscience? Do you have a conscience?
What?
Don't let the murderer leave! Don't let the murderer leave! You guys are the fucking criminals! You don't get to tell us what to do! Fucking criminals! Don't let him leave! Don't let him leave! motherfuckers, man. No! Get the fuck out of our neighborhood! Yeah, it's a fucking crime! We fucking know it! We're here!
Oh my God, bro. Yeah, these people. He's a murderer! He's a murderer! She's not a smart individual. You got ICE agents with weapons saying, stop, stop, stop. I ain't got to listen to them. Bam, 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 bam. That's real smart. That's the smart thing to do. Drive off. That's what you do. When the cop tells you to stop, you just drive off. A cop is in front of your car, you just drive off. Oh my God. That's what you do. Who is Grego? I don't know who Grego is. He's an idiot. He left. Liberty Television says it was a white woman trying to drive her car into an ICE agent. That's not innocent. Exactly. What race or ethnicity was the woman? I'm not sure. Oh, Liberty says white woman. GLB says they normalize that it is acceptable to interview with officers doing their job. Yep. This white liberal woman had no business being there. She was trying to ram her car into cops. What do you think is going to happen? Exactly, Liberty. Exactly. You trying to ram your car into cops. What do you think is going to happen? If you put it in drive and a cop is standing in front of your car, what do you think is going to happen? Does it take a rocket scientist to know that by now? With all of the police shootings that we've been having for the last like 20 years plus, that we've seen on TV and on the internet, when people are trying to drive off or they're trying to evade the police, how many times have we seen these people be shot? Common sense tells you, wait a minute. I'm pissed off right now that ICE is in my city arresting immigrants. Let me not put the car in drive. How about I just get out the car and just let them arrest me and I just raise hell while people recording? Because if I put it in drive and it's a cop standing in front of my car or a federal ICE agent, I'm going to get shot. That's what I said earlier, Tim. Tim says, black people, we know if we hit the gas with the cop in front of the car, it's attempted homicide. Exactly. That's what I keep saying. Black people, we know this. If you hit that gas with that cop standing in front of that car is considered a deadly weapon and they're going to shoot you. We know this. We know this. Why are we playing games? Why are we playing games? These people love playing games. They keep trying to justify their stupidity. You just dumb. Just dumb. It ain't my fault you didn't think this through. Obey lawful commands. Do what you're supposed to do. Stop being stupid.
the absolute fuck, man? What the
It's crazy to me that these people are being defrauded by these people, and ICE is trying to come in, and other federal government agencies are trying to come in and clean it up, and they don't want it cleaned up. At some point, your state is going to go under because of all of the fraud. And then y'all gonna be, why is taxes so high? Why are they raising our taxes? Why is everything so expensive in this state? Why I can't file for this and why I can't file for that? And why is there so many Somalians over? You're gonna be sitting there having all of these complaints, and people gonna be like, I told you so. This is what we was trying to tell you. This is what we was trying to tell you. But you wouldn't listen. You watching MSNB, MS Now. You watching CNN with Abby Phillip on her. Got you throwing on a cape for somebody who don't even care about your country. And now you ain't getting no benefits from your country. Everything is going to somebody else. It's going to be too late. Well, for those of us like Nick Shirley and others who are like, no, look, I like my country. I like being here, and I don't want my country being defrauded. I want my country to be prosperous. So I want the federal agents to clean these things up. I want these other federal agencies to clean this stuff up. And I'm good with that. I don't care. Oh, you know they is. Tim says Minnesota local government going to give her family 5 or 10. You know they is, bro. You already know it. By the way, Tim Walls and Jacob Fry is talking, they're going to give her $10 million, bro. They're not even going to question it. They just going to give it to her. Well, we agree. You know, it's a travesty what happened to her.
That being said, I just echo the mayor's comments that we ask that the community continue to call for peace. We understand people are going to be upset about what happened, and people are going to want to exercise their First Amendment rights. But please do so safely and lawfully to ensure that we do not have any further tragedy in this city or destruction. Thank you.
Chief. Thank you, Sheriff.
Yeah, but these people, they don't know how to practice their First Amendment rights without being defiant of actual lawful orders. She could have still protested if she wanted to. Nobody is saying that. I'm not even saying that. If she wanted to protest, protest. But once that cop is standing in front of your car and he tells you to stop, you stop. Now, you can get out the car, raise hell. They can arrest you, take you in. You ain't going to be in there long. You can get out, make you a video, go outside, be front and center, talk about what happened to you, protest some more, but you will still be alive. This ain't like those other countries where they just gonna execute you for being defiant. She was dealt with because she wasn't obeying the law, and she put another officer's life in danger. That's why she was dealt with. Fish emoji says, if he was really a murderer, as they all scream, why would the screaming woman approach the so-called murderer? Yeah, I swear the ignorance is beyond astronomical. Exactly. It's all show, for these cameras because they know, oh, this is gonna go viral. I'm just gonna scream, he's a murderer! He's a murderer! He's a murderer! Oh my God! But then I'm gonna go into my Twitter account on my YouTube page and with my name on it and post a video. He's a murderer! He's a murderer! Ah! But then when you point out how they should just obey laws and lawful commands, it's like, I don't know nothing about that. She was well within her rights to just drive off with a cop standing in front of her car. He didn't have to shoot her. He could have shot the tires. That's not what he's trained to do. How many times do they have to tell us that that's not what they trained to do? Just like when people say, why he didn't shoot him in the leg? Why he didn't shoot the assailant in the leg? They're not trained to shoot you in the fucking leg. We've been having police shootings and shit on tape for like 20-some years now. Y'all don't understand? It doesn't dawn on you now that they're not going to shoot you in the leg? You don't understand that? You still out here running around. Why didn't they shoot me in the leg? Why he had to shoot me in the chest? And then a cop come on TV. Well, we taught to shoot him and send him ass. And then some fool go right out there and do something stupid. Why he didn't shoot me in the leg? That's not what they taught. They didn't teach him to shoot you in the leg. If my life is in danger, I'm not shooting you in the leg. I might miss your leg. I might shoot between the legs or shoot on the opposite side of the leg. My life is in danger. I got like 2 or 3 seconds to make a decision. Man, I'm going and send them ass. Boom, 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 boom. I gotta put you down because you're not finna kill me. He could have maced him. He could have pepper sprayed him. Oh, I could have done all of these things while you driving at me with a car. I don't know you. I don't know what you capable of. Shit.
The absolute fuck. Do you have a conscience? Do you have a conscience? Do you have a conscience? This is the time, man. This is the time to have a conscience. This is not okay. This is not okay. Get a fucking conscience.
Can you look at me and tell me you're doing the right thing here? Get the fuck out of here, bro. You didn't fire any weapons. Fucking your people did that.
In the head. In the head.
I didn't do anything.
And she drove into the floor.
Murderer. You. Look at me. Look at me. You can't even.
Watch out, man. Watch out.
Why don't you look at me? I thought you could do it.
They talking about get some conscience. Get some common sense. How about that? How about getting some common sense? Let me think about what I'm doing. There's a cop in front of the car. Let me think. Or if I hit the gas, what's going to happen? How about getting some common sense? You need to have a conscience. That was a lady and she was driving away from you. You didn't have to shoot her. And you got this dude, Grego. I'm going to be a lone wolf. Congratulations, dumbass. You just said that shit on YouTube. They're going to be knocking at your door.
You're going to learn today.
They're going to be knocking at your door.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn!
Stop the cap.
They're going to be knocking at his door. And when his mama answer, she going to be like, Grego, get your ass up here. What the hell you done said on that damn computer down there? He going to get a whooping. He going to get a whooping. Talking about he a lone wolf. Man, your mammy, your mama, she gonna give you a whooping, boy. You better stop getting online talking crazy. He gonna get a whooping. She gonna make him go up there and take a bath. Oh man, look, this is how y'all be acting online. And then your parents come in there and get you. Check this.
Being my help.
Hold up.
You brought me from a mighty long way. Lord, I thank you for being my help.
need to get that garbage out of your room. You need to get that shit off the floor. You need to wash that uniform. You need to go in there and take you a bath. That's what you need to do.
Then your parents bust in the room. Then your parents bust in the room. You need to take that garbage out. Yeah, you need to go in there and take your bath. You need to take that garbage out. You need to go in there and take it back. Cut that game off and cut the computer out. Get off that phone. Take that garbage out and go in there and take your bath. These the people that's up here. I'm a lone wolf. You ain't a lone wolf. You sitting up here on a YouTube channel with 4 or 5 people on it talking about you a lone wolf. You ain't a lone wolf. You far from a lone wolf. You're a stupid individual. Stop.
You okay, mommy?
Stupid. Stupid. Walter White say facts. Yeah, I'm man, look. I'm not on here to sugarcoat. I'm just telling you what it is. We know these people now. We know how they are. We know a lot of these people just all talk. If you really about that life, you ain't online talking like that. And we know this. It ain't no it's common sense. It's common sense. People come over, you a coon. And don't even vote in their local elections. They don't do nothing to enact change or nothing like that. I can tell you, I voted my local elections. I know. See, I don't just pop up when it's time to vote for the president. I do local. We just had a couple of about a month or so ago in Texas. We was voting on 14 propositions. I could tell you what I voted for on those propositions. And all of them passed because I wanted them to pass. But see, all the people that be in Texas that hate the Trump administration, hate Republicans, they don't even vote in those elections. Those elections always go heavily Republican in what the Republicans want. Because most of the time the Democrats, they don't even know what they want. They just wait for the election. Like, the presidential election is not going to affect you as much as the local elections will. These people, they don't know. See, I be in tune with all of that type of shit. Like, I'm always paying attention to that. It was one particular proposition in Texas that I was definitely voting yes for. But the rest of these people, they wouldn't know. Walter White says this was stupid and she brought a lot of drama to her home. Exactly. It was stupid. That's a fact. It was dumb. It was a bad move and it cost her life. Now, I hate that the woman lost her life, but she made a bad decision. Syrup Sipper says the lady was going to hit the ICE officer, play stupid games, get stupid prizes. Yeah. What did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? I'm going to say it and I'm going to say it again. If a ICE officer, if a cop, an agent, whoever is standing in front of your car and they are telling you to get out of the car and you gas it, what you think they're going to do? That car is a deadly weapon. They ain't about to play. No, ain't nobody finna think about it. Maybe we should spare her life. Maybe I'm gonna shoot out a tire. They're not even finna think about it. He finna draw that weapon and he finna shoot straight at your face. Whatever he can see through that glass, he gonna be aiming at it. That's it. He not finna analyze the situation and go through all these scenarios in his head. He is just finna do what he is trained to do, and that's take you out because he trying to go home. I don't know. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know what she was thinking. All of these people getting in front of these ICE agents, locking arms and trying to stop them from going into. What do you think is gonna happen when they mace you? What do y'all think is gonna happen? Walter White says, I don't know anyone that has sense. Once a cop tells you to get out of the car, you get out of the car. So this don't happen. Exact. Just get out the car. Just get out the car. If the cops say get out the car, get out of the car. They was reaching for the door handle. Even I know that. If I'm sitting in my car and a cop is reaching for the door handle, I'm a black person. I'm not driving off. Now I may scream, what the hell y'all doing? What the fuck wrong? You know, I may go into that. But what ain't gonna happen is me turning that ignition over and driving off. That ain't happening. That ain't happening, bro. Now I may be one of them, you know, I'm not gonna do this, but I mean, at the worst, I may be one of them people that don't roll down the window, don't get out. It may come to that, but I'm definitely not about to gas on it. Like what the hell? Say it's sad that the mayor and the cops they'll say keep doing it, not stop following Fed police. They don't think they don't think that's a problem. You say if the family was smart, they sued a place that taught her that observant stunt. Yeah, but they not. I mean, they in Minnesota. They know Minnesota they just gonna go along with it. All you gotta do is say we suing Minnesota and they gonna settle. We're gonna go ahead and settle with the family. We're gonna give them $10 million. They gonna settle with her. You know that. They gonna settle with her. They not even gonna question it. They gonna give them exactly what they want. They gonna give them exactly what they want. Here are some of the protesters, and they're gonna be getting sent up here getting maced. You see, they ain't that stupid. Now they ain't attacking this officer. They ain't jumping forward because they know once they try to go forward and try to put hands on this officer, then the gun's gonna come out. They know this. So they got common sense.
Murder someone! You're murderer! You fucking asshole! Go the fuck back to where you came from!
Get the fuck out of our city! Get the fuck out of our city!
Please go the fuck home! We hate you!
Terrorist, coward motherfuckers, get the fuck out of our city!
Murderer! Get the fuck out of this neighborhood! We don't want you here! Everyone hates you! We don't fucking hate you! Go the fuck home! Please! Bye, motherfucker! Bye, asshole!
The cameraman that got hit. Keep in mind, these people are protecting these same people who won't even let them bring their children to their daycares. They only want Somalian children. Nick Shirley showed you that. He didn't have to say it, but I mean, you could clearly tell that just because he was a white guy, they wasn't letting anybody else but Somalians come into those daycares if they were really running a daycare or if they was running some type of healthcare facility. It was only for Somalians because they're running a scam. We all could see that. And they send up here, leave these people alone. Y'all need to get out of here. ICE need to go home. It's like they're willing participants in their own downfall. That's what's wrong with liberals. They're like they just dumb. They run around saying stupid shit like Trump said a mean thing to somebody. He said something mean to somebody. I can't get with Trump. He said something mean. He was a meanie. He was mean. You getting robbed right now. Yeah, I know, but he said some mean stuff. I can't get with Trump. He was being mean to people. That's why I don't listen to them. They stupid people. They are stupid. You say if she gets money, that's a crime. I know. There is a video out here I was watching. It's live. Someone was doing a ride along with ICE. I saw it from the start. That lady used her car as a weapon. Yeah, she used her car as a weapon. That was clear. Very clear from what we saw. She used that car as a weapon. She definitely used that car as a weapon. Shit. Let me see what else I got over here. This dude right here gets shot in the face. Messing with ICE officers.
Get back! Get back up! Get back! Let go! Whoa!
Kill someone else! Go for it! Kill someone else!
It's just one person today.
Get back! Get back up! Let go! Let go! Whoa!
Kill someone else!
I mean, y'all better get out of there. You better leave these agents alone and let these folks do their job so they can fix your state. Because y'all haven't been paying attention. Because they robbing you blind. They robbing you blind. Y'all so stupid over there. Y'all are so stupid. Y'all just letting it happen. Gag, I don't know what that says. Gaggle G says, get out of the car when police tell you to get out. Then you fight it in court and you get paid. Yeah. That's what you do. That's what you do. Because in this country, you can do stuff like that. In other countries, you can't do that. They will put you down. They don't even have free speech the way we have free speech in this country. Why y'all going to these over extremes like that? Like, stop the damn car. With the way society is right now, if you would have got out the car and raised hell, made your little YouTube video and said they done you wrong, people would have cash japped you, gave you a GoFundMe. I mean, you'd have got all kind of shit. Fight it in court. Don't make no sense to me. It just don't. They'll never get it. Never learn, never get it, never understand. So far in my poll, I said, was the ICE agent justified in shooting a protester? 57% say yes. 43% say no. I don't know how we get to 43%. I'm still baffled. I mean, it don't make sense. 43. That's all. Anyway. Yep, and she would have still been alive. Yeah, they love crime there. They enjoy it. People actually cheer it on, like, yeah, take money from the government. You do realize if they taking money from the government, then they taking money from you, right? You understand? You understand how this works? Hello? I guess not. They think it's coming from, see, some of these people think it's only coming from certain types of white people. It's only coming out of their pocket. It ain't coming out of my pocket. No, it's coming out of yours too. They taking money from all of us. But hey, y'all want to believe that's the stupidity? Go right along. You're not a smart person. You're not smart at all. But look, man, I talked about this long enough. I could go on and on and on about that. Yeah, we all pay taxes. That's right. Uh Gaggle, Gaggle. Yeah, cops say that all the time. Do it in court. Yep. But yeah, like I say, man, I've been on here long enough talking about this. Uh, they stupid, Walter. I can tell they young. It's the young people in our society. I'm a young I just turned 40, but like the older I get, I see like uh some of the ways that I used to think that's not good for me, that's not good for the country, it's not good for us overall in general. You know what I mean? It's these people that go to these universities, they get brainwashed, and they don't know what they're doing. They think that they're doing something righteous and they're not. They're not. Guy go say, quick question. Do these people have jobs? What are they doing there on a Wednesday? You know they don't got jobs. And you already know we could get into the whole paid protester thing. We could get into that. I already know where you're going with that one. You know these people be getting paid, bro. They get paid. They just pop out of the woodwork. Just like those Venezuelan people who was well, not the Venezuelans, but the people who were protesting the the capture of Venezuelan Nicolas Maduro. Those were like white folks, some black people. It wasn't even Venezuelans, and you had Venezuelans saying, "No, I'm glad that he got captured. We've been waiting on this for 20 plus years." Yeah, we know it. Ain't nobody stupid. Ain't nobody stupid. But yeah, like I say, I'm about to get off of here, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. Appreciate y'all checking the channel. If y'all was new to the channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. And as always, I catch y'all on the next video.